Okay, wow, it just got really dark when I hit record. Okay, so I'm doing a video. I look a mess. Just finished cleaning. But I haven't done a video in like forever. Why is it so dark? How can I lighten this up? It doesn't matter. But I just kind of want to document where I'm at, because I really don't know what I'm really feeling right now. It's like a whirlwind of emotions. And it's a weird place to be in. During this whole like awakening process, you're gonna go through all of these emotions and stuff. And I should look here because this is where the thing is. But lately, with all like the weird deaths and crazy news and whatever going on, and not to mention all the stuff in my personal life going on, and it's like, it kind of makes you want to walk around, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, I say fuck. I'm sorry. Does that mean that my vocabulary is limited? No. Does it mean that I have this and that's the only way of expressing myself? No. I just choose to use the word fuck. But anyway, it's kind of crazy because I saw this thing on Facebook. I know, Facebook. Ooh, social media. Anyway, I saw this thing on Facebook, and it was this girl, 9 years old, had escaped from North Korea with her mother. And her mother had like been beaten up and abused and like raped and all this. She did all of this so that the people trying to stop them from escaping, she took the long way through China and all this crazy stuff. Probably went underground, went through the forest, everything you can imagine, just to get out. And of course, her daughter saw all of this stuff. And I was thinking to myself, man, what a childhood. What happened to this girl's childhood? But I was thinking, what a bittersweet blessing. She made it here to America after going through all of this. And she has a chance now. Does that mean that she's going to be freaking the next president of the... Well, she can't be because she wasn't born here. But does it mean that she's going to be some superstar or what the fuck ever? Everybody wants to be famous for some reason now. I'm like, why? Why would you want to have to answer to a gajillion fans? No, I mean, what's the big deal with fame? I'd rather be in the background somewhere. Let me hold the camera. But she has a chance, and that's the thing. And she was talking about the oppression that's going on in her country. Now, am I saying, oh, we gotta hate North Korea now? Oh my God, they're this, they're that. No, I'm not saying any of that. What it did made me reflect on things that I worry about and the things that I stress on. And it was like, man, they seem so stupid and so insignificant. Do I want to sit there and write off my problems like, oh, they're nothing? Because a lot of people in whatever predicament that I might be in would fucking off themselves and be like, that's enough. I'm not going to deal with this. But it kind of made me like see the variation of culture. Meaning, over there, it's so limited with the information. And she was saying that there was like only one channel they could watch and all this and that. And then here in America, we get flooded with all this different media outlet. Tons of information up into what your favorite star ate for breakfast. Oh my gosh, she eats blueberries and fucking whatever. It doesn't matter. But it's like we get flooded with useless, pointless, non-important information to keep us from ever fucking looking. You know, and the only thing that the girl was asking, she was like, I don't want America to go to war. I don't want this and that. I don't want anyone to hate North Korea. She said, the only thing I want you to do is educate yourselves. because there's so much more going on than the bubble that we put ourselves in. And I was like, man, that's deep. For a 9-year-old girl to have gone through all that, and all she's asking is for people to fucking educate themselves. Seek truth. Seek outside your bubble, your comfort zone. I saw another post, and it was like some blanket statement about millennials or whatever, my generation, how privileged we think we are. Yes and no. I mean, there are people that I went to high school with, and they suffered through some tragic losses. I mean, lost parents. This one guy lost his mother, and he didn't turn to drugs or alcohol or anything like that. I mean, if he did, he didn't show it. But he followed his dreams, and he's out in California fucking screenwriting and shit. And I was like, man, I know he busted his ass off, and he went there, and he didn't have anything, and he didn't know anybody. I see people that I know come from the ashes, so to speak, and make themselves into what they wanted to be. And I say, man, isn't it wonderful to live in a place where that's possible? Where, yeah, we got a whole bunch of fucking information flooded in about so-and-so's ass, and oh my gosh, she got breast implants, and she's got a nose job. Who gives a fuck? Why are we worried about these stupid things? It just made me put things into perspective. And it was like, do I want to minimize whatever I'm going through and be like, oh, it's nothing, it could be worse? No, I don't want to do that. Sometimes it just sucks. Life just kind of sucks. But hey, it's an up and down thing. If you didn't have the downs, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the highs. So it's kind of like that. And it was kind of like a wake-up call to where, what's this line going across? I guess this is a screen. I don't know what the fuck. But it's kind of like to let you appreciate the fact that you have an opportunity to pull yourself out of the ashes. And it's just weird. I think I just felt like talking. It's been 7 minutes and I've just been rambling. Notice a lot of synchronicity going on. Ooh, it's this and that. No, it's just becoming more aware. Does that mean that you gotta take input from... That's another thing I want to touch on. No. You got a lot of shiesty people out here that are willing to, like, take advantage of this synchronicity thing and be like, holy crap, this is a gold mine. A lot of people are going to be looking for answers. Let me pretend that I'm some kind of medium, and I'm going to send me $500 and I can tell you your fortune and all this bullshit. Don't do that. I'm telling you, the only way to fucking get to know yourself is to spend some time talking to yourself and really reflecting on yourself and your own personal experiences and learning how to grow from the inside. I think that's really what meditation should be. Does that mean constant chatter about blah, 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 blah? Because in all, you know, your core being isn't this that you see. This is a tool that you use to interact with the world. But the lessons learned, you know, go into your data bank or whatever the fuck you want to call it, your soul inventory or whatever. But you have to really learn them. I mean, you date a loser and you emotionally, mentally, whatever, maybe even fucking physically these days, get the crap beat out of you. But you keep dating these losers. Obviously, you haven't really learned your lesson. It's important to do like self-inventory when things like that keep happening. Notice patterns in your own life. And try to break them. Now, about this whole drinking and smoking and, you know, do what you got to do to get through the night. Because guess what? The people who are telling you don't drink and don't smoke and it's going to be bad. And oh my God. If that's what you need to do to hang on for one more day, who the fuck are they to judge you? Now, if you go out and fucking like slaughter somebody while you drink and you fucking lose complete awareness of everything, maybe drinking's not for you. But if you drink and you get a little mellow and you're able to just make it, maybe that's what you need to pacify you for a little bit until you're able to give it up. Of course, I know all the harm that they say it's doing to your body, and oh my gosh, and smoking, and oh, you're going to hell. No. Yeah, I'm doing a little weird now, but it's really, that's why it's the whole thing about do not judge. Because you don't know what they're walking in. You don't know, you haven't walked in their shoes. You don't know what it's like to be that person who might be going through a personal hell. Mind you, the hell might be self-inflicted. But until they're able to pull their own selves out of the hell, then they need to be there. I always say heaven and hell are states of mind. You know what I mean? It's not all this talk about going in other worlds. I'm not going to go there. Because there are things that I could share, but it would be pointless because people haven't. Those are for me. I'm pretty sure tons of people have had their own weird, crazy experiences that they can't explain. And if they could, they'd probably just be limiting it. I don't know. This has been a long video of me just chit-chatting. I wish everybody peace. Real peace. When you sit in your room and you're by yourself, peace. Does that mean happiness and bliss and woo? No, it's being able to stand your own fucking self. I've stared at the screen instead of looking at the camera. But, mind you, yeah, I'm sitting here by the door. By the door. Woo! Alright. Y'all have a good night and be blessed. I mean that. Try not to sweat the small stuff. Because I'll tell you what, on a grander scale, a lot of the small shit that we worry about day to day, it's just not worth it. Try not to make blanket statements either. Because I'm telling you, that's exactly what they're pushing. They're pushing you to say, oh, all whites are this. All blacks are this. All Hispanics are this. It's never all are this and all are that. It's never black and it's never white. It is based on an individual's perception and ability to comprehend what's going on. Now, if you want to sit there and fight this black versus white and this Spanish versus Asian, whatever else, and do all this boxing up theory, go ahead. Waste your time. But that's all you're doing. You want answers? Start in here. What is that Michael Jackson song? I'm starting with the person. Well, he says man. I'm a woman. So we're going to start with the person in the mirror. Well, let me not start with the gender shit because I'll get everybody all offended. Oh my God. That's a whole other thing. We done made a whole bunch of different pretty names for our boxes. Oh my God. But anyway, y'all, happy blessed. Have a wonderful night. I wish everybody peace. Have a good night. Fuck, 15 minutes.